shit. Is it recording? I guess it is. Okay, there was supposed to be a timer there. Alright guys, my name is The Nice Dog, and this is my next video. My name's actually Eric, it's not The Nice Dog, but I feel like I gotta put my channel name out there some way. Alright, let me stop. I'm an INFP, if you haven't seen my other videos, and I want to talk about a couple other ideas, and this is actually thanks to Scarletta. Is that how you pronounce it? Okay. Yeah, thanks to her, because she gave me the idea for the videos, some ideas for my future videos, and so I really appreciate that. Okay, so today I actually made a little wheel. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but it's pretty much, here, let me take it out real quick. It's pretty much just a very shittily drawn wheel of the other personality types. All 16 are here. And this is actually going to be like a little tiny mini series that I'm doing until they're all done, you know. What I'm going to do is I have 3 magnets right here, and I'm just going to toss them at it, and wherever it sticks, that's the type I'm going to talk about in the video. And I'll do 3 in each video. Okay, so put that back. And disclaimer before I start, I just want to say that I mean no disrespect to any of the personality types. This is all complete personal experience, and not every type is gonna, you know, be the same way. It really depends, obviously, on how well you've developed yourself as a person, and your upbringing really has like so much to do with it. Okay, I guess let's begin. Oy. These magnets are interesting. Okay. And 1. ESFJ. Okay. There we go. That's 1. No! I missed. Hold on. ISFP. ISTJ. Okay. I actually like these right now. Alright, let me just mark them off so I don't forget that I've done them. Okay. Alright, we got ISFP, ISTJ, and ESFJ. ISFP. Check. ISTJ. ESFJ. Okay, I might do some minor editing in this video. I don't know if you guys noticed in the last videos I rarely did any editing. Actually, I don't think I did any at all besides cutting the video apart. But anyways, I'll try to do a little more editing so it's not just long drag of whatever. I might make a little slideshow. I don't know if I feel like getting creative. Honestly, I don't think I will feel like getting creative. No offense. Okay, so which one should we start with? I feel like we should just go in order. I'll do ESFJ first. ESFJ. My mom's actually an ESFJ. I've come to that conclusion. Last video, I was unsure if she might have been ENFJ or ESFJ. She's an ESFJ. Pretty much, yeah. Okay, anyways. So, my 2 cents on ESFJs. They're very giving people. Very giving. An ESFJ will put themselves in a hole just to, you know, they'll cripple themselves just to help you accomplish something. Or to, you know, to help you out when you're in a tough spot, putting themselves even in a spot just as hard to get out of. So I've noticed that about ESFJs. They're very giving, and I've actually always told my mom since I was little. She used to let my, you know, family, friends, and all that borrow money, and she always did that. And don't get me wrong, I'm not, all for it, but she would always do it in a time that was just very not good for us, and that would cause problems at home, It would cause problems between my father and her, and they always had that quarrel going because she would always, give our money away when we were in a tough spot as well. But aside from that, you have to admire that, because people today are so selfish, and myself included. I'm a very selfish person. I mean, I give when I have, but I don't give when I don't have. ESFJs, I've noticed, tend to give when they don't have. That's a very hard thing to do. Very hard. And I don't want to, from what I've noticed, I'm going to have to try to be blunt here. And what I've noticed is I feel like ESFJs, I don't feel like it. I personally think ESFJs give to be given. And what I mean by give to be given is I think ESFJs give things just so people adore them or like them more. It's, I don't know, I don't want to be wrong here. I'm just really, if I'm wrong, you guys can correct me. I'm not, I'm just starting. I've only learned about Myers-Briggs about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years. So I'm very new to this, but I'm really trying to absorb as much as I can. For the first couple months, that's all I did. I just absorbed the shit out of Myers-Briggs, and I looked at everyone as if they were labels. No, I looked at everyone as a type, and I wanted to understand each type individually from people I've known and, acquaintances and work friends and that sort of thing. That's what I did in the beginning. And I almost, for a second there, I thought I was like, alright, this is getting bad. I'm like typing everyone I meet, so maybe let me slow down here. But I eventually, like any other INFP would, I got bored of, not bored, I lost a little bit of interest. So the obsessive part of it kind of scaled down to a normal hobby/interest, because I stopped caring as much, which is good, because I thought I was getting kind of obsessive there. Alright, so let me... Here. ESFJ. In general, though, I really do enjoy the company of ESFJs at parties to an extent, the slightest extent ever, because I can only take them for so long, because they are very... very out there, usually very social, and I'm not like that. But like I said, they're very giving people, and they're genuinely interested in other people, genuinely. But at the same time, I feel as if they don't get a lot of people. And what I mean by that, I mean probably other NF types, or especially INF. And I'll say INF because, with full confidence, because me and my sister are INFs. I'm an INFP, she's an INFJ. And, she'll get us to an extent, but I just don't think she understands that some people truly like their alone time when shit gets real, because that's what I do. When things get out of hand or life gets a little too serious, I really prefer to get away and, think things over on my own. That's just my personal way of dealing with things, and obviously other people. So I'll notice that about ESFJs. They just don't seem to get that side, but they do understand, they do understand our, shyness or our doubt and self-doubt and all this. They understand that very well, because ESFJs can actually be kind of shy. At least my mom is, and by shy I mean, like, whenever we would go to parties, she would okay, it's not so much as shy as if they like to impress people, and they're very shy when they don't impress people the way they want to. Every time we would go to a party, my mom would, dress up nicely, look straight, fix your hair, and all this, be proper. And I always just said, like, that's so fake. That's not, like, the real, it's not real to me to do that. And I'm not saying I went like a slob. I'm just saying I went as if, this is if I was going to a party, I would be wearing a vest or, a tux, just a proper attire. But the way she would go about it is so superficial, and I always got very annoyed with that. So that's a little bit about ESFJs. They're energetic for sure, very giving people, very warm. They're good at reading people, but understanding their character, their why they do what they do, and I just don't see them as very good at that. But that's just my personal experience. If I miss anything, I'm sure I'll be talking about ESFJs more than this video. Anyways, okay, let's start. What was next? I think it was ISFP. Yeah, ISFP. I'm relating these to someone I know. Specifically, I know plenty of ISFPs, but I'm just saying, I'm relating what I know about ISFPs from one specific person, or from each type, from one specific person. It helps me because I know their little nicks and tendencies, as character tendencies. So ISFP. My best friend is an ISFP. My best friend, since we were 4 years old, and we've only had maybe one argument. No, we've only had one fight since then, and that was 15 years ago. That's a total of 15 years we've only had one argument, or fight. So really, very great people in my opinion. We get along really well. INFPs are, I feel, very compatible with ISFPs. I mean, it's the obvious feeling introverted. It's just you guys understand each other. Actually, me and my friend have gotten to the point where we can say one word and convey an entire sentence or two of what we mean and feel about the situation. Okay, let me explain that. ISFPs get you, they get me, they really get me. They're, I don't know, I have real admiration for ISFPs because they're good at a lot of things that I'm not good at. Physical activities and social activities. ISFPs can be very, I don't want to say shy, but they're very reluctant to want to do a lot of social activities with people they don't know and aren't within their social group. So let's say I have a group of friends that the ISFP hasn't met yet. He won't really want to. I'll be like, hey, let's go to the water park, or we're going to go with me and my friends, we're going to go, why don't you come along, you'll get to meet them and all that. ISFPs will be very reluctant to want to do that. They'll prefer to stay at home where they're comfortable, or hang out with friends they're comfortable with. They much rather not deal with that experience. As for me, it's the same thing with me, but I've noticed within my friend, he's not really good at it. He doesn't really, let's say he's meeting a new group of people, he doesn't talk much because he's not there yet. He's not comfortable. And it takes him a while. But, but he does do it. He's getting better at it. I told him to kind of force himself into those situations. I don't know, the best character development is when you force yourself into situations. That's just what I've noticed. A comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. It just doesn't. It's funny, it says ISFPs are true artists. My friend is no artist at all. He has no artistic side whatsoever. He's a very creative dude, I guess. He has a creative side, somewhat very minuscule creative side, but he's definitely no artist. Okay. ISFPs. Are they... Here, 1 second. Sorry. Some ISFPs you might know. You might know. Eminem's an ISFP. Bob Dylan, Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson, Nicole Kidman, Audrey Hepburn, Brad Pitt, Justin Timberlake, Ryan Gosling. These are some ISFPs you know. David Bowie, Marilyn Monroe, Britney Spears. So you see the multitude of ISFPs that are there. They're completely different from each other. And just like INFPs, ISFPs amongst themselves can be very different. One ISFP to another can be two completely different people depending on their complete experiences in life and their upbringing. Because I've seen a lot of INFPs on even YouTube alone within their videos. They definitely very different. I've noticed even myself between other people on YouTube. I don't know their names, to tell you the truth, but a lot of their names off the top of my head I don't know, but I've seen a lot of them, and they're very different than me in ways. I don't know where exactly along the lines I became... I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I feel like I might be more out of character at times than another INFP would. I don't know. I noticed myself... Okay, let me put it this way. It's not that I play a character. I'm just out of character, and not even necessarily by choice when I'm with other people. I'm out of character, and I don't know exactly what I'm feeling as opposed to what they're feeling, and I can't distinguish the two feelings. And the only way I can understand what I truly feel about the situation and how I want to handle it is with time. Like, I have to be... Okay, first of all, I have to get away from everyone, and I have to be alone, and I have to think about the situation alone very clearly and try to... not very clearly, very foggy, but try to clear it up in my head. And only then, once I make my decision, I can go back to the person and be like, okay, so I thought about it, and this is what I think about the situation. And I'll finally get my opinion out there. But anyways, back to ISFPs. This video is getting too long already. Why do I always do this? Anyways. So ISFPs can be very shy, can be very reluctant to social situations. They can be artistic. They're definitely very fun-loving people who don't play mind games. What I've noticed, they don't play mind games with you. They'll tell you, they'll be themselves around you, and that's like the most respectable quality for me in anyone. Is in today's society, I just notice so many people who aren't being themselves around me, and it's very annoying because I just want someone who can be themselves. Anyways, so ISFPs, definitely an awesome personality type, as long as they're healthy, because I think ISFPs in an unhealthy state of mind can be very conniving. And what do I mean by conniving? I don't know. My friend's always, if he's not feeling good and he's feeling kind of ruthless and like on the edge, he'll always want to be up to something, like just something I wouldn't do. It's very, I guess that might have to do with their extroverted thinking being all the way at the bottom of the stack. They just look at a situation and they can't decide whether or not it's a good idea to do that. And I'll have to come in and be like, dude, that is not a good idea. You definitely do not want to do that. You have work tomorrow. You have to do this tomorrow. You got your niece at home. Dude, just don't do that. Anyways, so that's ISFPs. Very live and let live. Great personality type. Okay, next. ISFJs. ISTJs. One of my other best friends is an ISTJ. I've known him since 5th grade, so about 9 years now. Oh my god, we get along really well. I really hope he wasn't mistyped as an ISTJ, because he took the test and he got ISTJ a couple times, and what I've noticed, no, I don't know, because when I think of an ISTJ, I think of like someone who's not very, like, he could be a dick, a huge dick. I don't know if that's the SI, because SI can be very dickish. I think that's where it comes in, but with me, he's not, and I don't know if that's because we've known each other for so long, but he's very goofy, like, not goofy, but he's really talkative around me, and he doesn't talk a lot around other people, you know. He's not a talkative person, but I don't know, around me, we go on for hours. First of all, he is so slow to life. ISTJs, I think, are just very slow to life. They know their goal and they know what they want, and they just very, very slowly get there. They're so, like, okay, I've had so many ISTJs in the past tell me the turtle, slow and steady wins the race. ISTJs always tell me slow and steady wins the race. And I never really agreed with that, even though to some extent it's not that I don't understand it. I obviously understand what it means, but I don't necessarily agree with that. But that's ISTJ's motto pretty much, and it's funny because it even follows them in their hobbies and even the way they eat. It's so My ISTJ friend literally takes like 20 minutes to eat one taco at Taco Bell. When we go to Taco Bell, we'll be there for 2 hours. I'm not kidding you. We'll be sitting in Taco Bell for 2 hours. We'll get there at 9 and leave at like 11. And all he had was like a taco and a quesadilla. And he'll take that entire 2 hours. And when I get there, I don't know, I don't think this really has much to do with personality types, but when I get there, I'll get like, you know, a burrito, a taco. I'm a fat ass. I'll get a burrito, a taco, Fiesta potatoes, and I'll be sitting there. We'll go to our seats, and as he's opening his wrap in the slowest manner you've ever seen, there's my quesadilla. I'm going for a bite. I'm going right in. I'll be done with my burrito. Like, I'll be sitting there and I'll just be chewing that shit down, and 5 to 10 minutes later, I'll be completely done with my whole meal. My drink will be empty. I would have already gone for a refill and come back and be halfway through the refill, and he'll be on his like second or third bite. I am not fucking with you. I don't understand how anyone could do that. It's good for you though. It's way better for your metabolism and just even your hunger, because you only know when you're hungry after like 15 minutes of eating or something. So if you eat really slow, you'll know when you're done and when to cut it off. As for me, I'll just eat like fucking pounds of food within like 15 minutes, and then I'll be like, alright, I'm pretty sure I'm full. But, you know, back to the topic. ISTJs, you know, it says they're responsible, And they are. They're very responsible. They're very work oriented. They get shit done. Very slowly, but they get shit done. And definitely really smart people. They I don't think I could beat him at anything from the like he's just so good at everything. Like, he's just good at everything. And it's very frustrating because, like, let's say we both never been bowling. And we were kind of at this point a year or so ago. We had both never really bowled. So we go bowling, and he completely demolishes me. On the way there, oh, dude, I'm going to suck. I don't really bowl. I've never bowled, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to be good. We get there, and his first game, he does like 100-something. And I know that's not that good, but like I said, we never bowled. And while I'm doing like a 45, which is completely pathetic, I might add, I'm just not coordinated, he'll be doing 100-something. Oh, well, I guess I'm doing okay. You know, it's like, come on. Anyways, ISTJs. They also like school, which is hilarious because some of our funniest moments were in school. That's where I met him. They like school, which I don't understand because the ISTJ I know kind of sucks at school. It's only because he doesn't put his effort in. And I don't know if that probably has a lot to do with his upbringing, but he doesn't put as much effort in as he should. Because he's really smart and he could do pretty much anything he wanted to. Yeah. He just has to really try. I think it's the SI. It's just so... The SI and TE are very freaking useful, I'd say. Because they just notice and they notice things, you know, and they question a lot. ISTJs are very, I don't know, I think he could be kind of stubborn, and he questions a lot of norms, and not norms, he questions a lot of statements, or whatever. I don't know. But once he's stuck in his ways, it's the most annoying thing to get him out of that mindset. But anyways, ISTJs. I'll mention one specific thing with him and interactions with other people. He gives almost no shits about anyone else he doesn't know. He has no respect for them. You have to earn an ISTJ's respect, and I think that's why I've gotten to the point where I've earned his respect long ago. I'm way long I've earned his respect, and now he's very fun around me because he finally really, like, okay, you know, I don't know. But with other people, ISTJs put up with very little shit from people they don't like, and with people who like just try to demand the respect instead of earn it from them. And what I mean by that is, one specific example my ISTJ friend was telling me about, he said, with this one particular person, let me think of the right way to... Okay. He would always say, I hate how he comes up to me and starts talking to me about certain, you know, just a story, or starts telling me about his day. I hate when people come up to me and tell me about their day like I give a shit. That's what he says. Like, why would someone come up to me and just expect me, like, because he works at a retail store, and he works as a cashier, and he says people all day, every day, and he can't stand this. He says people come up to me with the most annoying shit to talk about, and they think I care, and I'm kind of forced to listen because I can't be too rude at my job, because obviously he's very responsible and he doesn't want to lose his job. But he's just saying, I can't stand when people come up to me with this annoying small talk about shit I don't care about. Like, why do I care about your life? That's what he would always say. And he's saying there's this one particular kid who comes and always tries to tell him about his, you know, his weekend. Like, oh, I just saw this movie. And he told me that he told this kid, dude, I don't know you. I don't know where you think, I don't know why you think I like you, but I don't like you. So just back off pretty much. And he said this to that kid. I was like, dude, he doesn't sound like a mean kid. Like, he's like, yeah, he's not mean, but he's too nice. He's too nice. That's what I've heard ISTJs say a lot, is he's too nice and too fragile or something. That's what I've noticed. But other than that, ISTJs, I like them personally as long as I like them when they like me. Because if they don't like me, they're very bitter, annoying people to be around, in my opinion, because they'll have this, like, snarky attitude. But if they like you, I mean, they're awesome. So that's a plus. But I also, you know, a lot of ISTJs like me, so I don't know. I think what I was trying to say by the INFPs and developing differently, for me, I think I've developed myself amongst a lot of Ts. So I don't know. I feel like my TE is very well developed for an INFP, so I can get away with a lot of social things with you know, other STs and STJs and stuff, which is good. I'm glad I can get away with that, or else I would really suck more at life than I already do. But anyways, this video's dragged on. This will be another 3-part. I guess I'll just have it on one type for each video. I don't know. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We have discussed ESFJs, ISFPs, and ISTJs. Very vague details. Sorry, that's my fault. I'm still kind of learning Myers-Briggs, but I'm trying. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I have a decent amount of video ideas for the future, so stick around. Thanks for watching. Bye.